Hello. Are you considering a tongue tie release for your baby? Is your baby ready to undergo a frenectomy? My name is Mallory Roberts. I'm a speech pathologist and infant cranial sacral therapist, and I am here to help you determine when baby is ready for a release. Hopefully, you have a release provider who's working on it with a team that can help you prepare for a release. The release changes structure, the body work, the therapy, the pre work helps with the function. Okay. And so, what's important to know is that what our base is unknown. Whether you have a tongue tie or whether you don't, if there's oral dysfunction, there's tension in the body. Oral dysfunction leads to tension in the body because the muscles are having to compensate and work differently than they were intended to. So, if there's oral dysfunction, if something's not working with the feeding or breathing, then we have to look at tension first. Once you relieve the tension, we can see whether there is a tongue tie there, and your release will be better and more complete, or we see that the tension was the cause. And that tension can be from position in utero, it can be from birth trauma. Okay. And so when baby is born, even doing a release at 2 days old, they've had all this time in utero learning to swallow and using those motor plans and developing different movements that are incorrect. So we need to do the pre-work to really determine what was going on. What maybe it was a nervous system dysfunction. And doing that pre-body work helped relieve that vagus nerve, helped relieve those nerves that are in charge of suck, swallow, breathe, and it helped coordinate them. And maybe that nervous dysfunction, because it wasn't reading the signals right into those muscles, created those odd motor plans. So we're looking at other causes that can appear to be a tongue tie. Okay. And even if it is a tongue tie, right, we still need to release that tension in the body before we can have an optimal release. So that's the key. It's not that tongue ties aren't there. It's not that we don't need to address the tie, because we absolutely do. But in order to get an optimal release, in order to know how deep the tie is, what kind of tie are we looking at, we have to relieve that building tension on the body. If you don't know where to start, you need to ask your release provider for support in your area. If you want things to do at home, I'd lean to the oral play guide. It is the perfect place to start. It really teaches you to how to get in the mouth and read their body, learn the muscle movements and how they're supposed to be moving, helps you better advocate for your baby.